Welcome to my weekly Spanish review. This is a review for Spanish 2 from August 24th to August 28th. This week we learned how to conjugate verbs. We learned how to conjugate AR, ER, and IR verbs. Some examples are hablar for AR, beber for ER, vivir for IR. Let's take a look and start with AR verbs and how to conjugate those endings. Here on the left we can see our subjects, yo, tú, él, ella, usted, nosotros, ellos, ellas, ustedes, and the English equivalents here on the right. We can see our verb, which is hablar, to speak. So if I want to say I speak, I need to change the ending of hablar. For yo, that changes to an O on the end. So we take off AR and we put the O, yo hablo. For tú, the ending is AS. So again, take off the AR, add AS, tú hablas, you speak. For él, ella, and usted, the AR verb ending is an A. In this case, habla. Nosotros changes to hamos, so nosotros hablamos. And then finally, ellos, ellas, ustedes changes to AN. So take off the AR, add the AN. Hablan, they speak, you all speak. Some examples of how to make sentences with AR verbs. Yo hablo inglés, I speak English. If I wanted to say you speak English, I would say tú hablas inglés. Nosotros estudiamos español. We study Spanish. Ella mira televisión en la noche. So ella is she. And then we can see from up here, ella changes to A. So the verb mirar changes to mira. Mira televisión en la noche. Let's continue now with ER verbs. An example of an ER verb is aprender. Yo aprendo. As we can see here, the ending is an O. Take off the ER, put on an O. Tú changes to ES. So we've got tú aprendes. Él, ella, usted changes to E. So we take off the ER, add the E, aprende. Nosotros hemos. Nosotros aprendemos. Ellos, ellas, ustedes changes to EN. So we've got aprenden. Some examples. Tú bebes agua. The verb in this sentence is beber, to drink. We know that in the tú form, we change the ending to es. So instead of beber, we have bebes. Tú bebes agua. The verb here is leer. Since we're talking about ellos, they, we change the ending. Instead of er, it's en. Ellos leen el libro. And then finally the last one, just like our example aprender, él aprende rápido. He learns fast. Alright, let's move on now finally to IR verbs. The IR verb we have here is escribir, to write. With yo, it ends in an O, so yo escribo, I write. Tú, es, so tú escribes. Él, ella, usted, y escribe. Nosotros escribimos. And then ellos, ellas, ustedes, en, escriben. So if I want to use the verb vivir and say, which is to live, and say I live, I change the ending to an O. Yo vivo in Florida. Ellos escriben en la clase. They write in the class. Tú recibes dinero. The verb recibir ends in IR. And since we're talking about tú, the ending changed to ES. So tú recibes dinero. So now that we've gotten some of the verb conjugations down, we can practice making sentences using vocabulary from last year. We know the verb comer means to eat. So if I want to say I eat, yo como. Now let's get some more practice. Because last year we did a food unit. We remembered a lot of those foods. It could be pizza, pollo, frutas, pan. A lot of these vocab words from last year that we remember from our unit. So if I want to say, I eat chicken, yo como pollo. And last year we also learned some vocabulary about time. We learned it en la tarde, in the afternoon, en la noche, at night, en la mañana. So we can make our sentences even longer. We can say yo como pollo en la tarde. Another verb we learned last year also was escribir. If we want to talk about how I write, yo escribo. We also learned classes last year, like la clase de inglés. So we could make sentences, yo escribo en la clase de inglés. In the following weeks, we're going to practice conjugating verbs. We're also going to practice how to combine those with the vocab from last year to make sentences, to be able to speak. Because in Spanish too, we want to be able to speak. That's the most important thing. Keep following along weekly for our videos, and see you next week.